I got a guest who happens to be an author and a real estate person. And I'm going to take advantage of both by telling the world, if you need a good read, expiring good read, this is an author you should take your time and enjoy, because I'm hoping she builds into other categories. She's a great real estate person also. Very, very good. But can you please introduce yourself to my Blue Motherfucking Monday fans?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. And first of all, thank you for having me on. I know we've been trying to make this happen for quite some time, but
Yeah,
scheduling is just an issue.
true, true.
Um, my name is Christina. I'm actually born and raised in the GTA. I just like you mentioned, I'm an author. I'm a two-time author, soon to be three-time author, because I'm doing my series.
Yes.
Um, my book, my story, my autobiography is called The Story of a Prison Wife. So I
Yes.
know that might, hit some ears there. Um, Throughout my journey, I also decided to go get my real estate license. That was kind of part of my overcoming certain things in my
It's a
life.
beautiful thing.
Full-time mom of two amazing boys. My biggest son, IJ, he's a
Also,
mentor. Hmm?
they're entrepreneurs also, right?
Exactly.
They got their own little businesses going on also, right?
Yep. IJ
Yeah.
is the founder of Get Drift.
Yeah. Shout out. All
Yeah.
right. I I don't want to cut you in your introduction because I'm actually enjoying it.
Oh no, you know what? I mean, there's just so many different like hats that I wear. So those are the two primary. I mean, I started Pivotal Records as well, kind of backed off of the music industry because health
No,
issues.
that's
But yeah, that's basically, a
we're,
soft
we're
intro. I'm really bad I'm not great with
right
introducing
now.
myself.
Trust
So
me. When I say I'm not worried about it, I'm more happy that I got an author. I have musicians and music people all the time. I'm not worried about that. I like the real estate. There. If this was like November, I would have a different conversation energy for the real estate. But since we're in the Pisces energy of it, and yeah, I wanna pick your brain a little bit. So, from working your real estate job, when would you say is the worst time to buy a house?
um I mean, to be honest, I can't say that there's a good time or a bad time. You just have to be ready. You have to watch the market.
Okay.
Right? And it may be not a great season to purchase a house, for example, in Toronto, but it may be great in Windsor. It may be great in Niagara Falls, right? So just
Yeah.
because one city isn't doing so well doesn't mean another city or another region isn't booming.
Uh, okay. So there's no real worst time overall.
And real estate is an asset.
No, I
So
agree. I
regardless,
agree with
if
that.
you do your numbers right, you do your research, you can definitely get a good deal anywhere, right? I have
Okay.
clients who are, so my team, I'm part of Christopher and Co.
Cool.
Um, we have a team, we have realtors in Windsor, we have realtors in Niagara. I'm the only realtor right now in the GTA, so I cover GTA, Simcoe, Northumberland
Before you get
County.
into details with your team, let me zero in on something. If
Hmm.
I was saying home, right house, or right person, right home, like how do you like if you like I don't understand the process. Does somebody call you up and be like, "Listen, I want to buy a home," and they're not sure that they're gonna buy a home wherever, and you just show them homes all over the place, or is it more like you know, you there's a list of people, and somehow like I don't know, how did they get a hold of you? Like, I don't want to like. Do you have 100,000 signs that you got to put up on people's like yards and be like,
Well, I mean, real
real
estate
estate?
is a hustle business, right?
Yeah,
So you have to go
I
out there
know.
and find your clientele. You have to be marketing on social media.
Media,
I'm
yeah.
very thankful I have a very large friend and family group, right? So people do
Yes, yeah,
refer people to me, right? But I
right.
mean, it is important for you to have a social media presence because every business has to have a presence on social media now, right?
Oh, well, that's it seems to be the plug right there. Is social media.
Exactly. Make a statement on social media and they'll all come to you.
Yeah,
But
true.
in terms of like going through the process of finding a realtor and qualifying that person for a purchase, I mean, you'd have to sit down with your client. You'd have to figure out, okay, what are their savings? What's their down payment look like? What's their income? Can they qualify? Can they
Yeah.
qualify in the GTA, or can they qualify for an investment property somewhere else? Like, there's
Right.
so
Right.
many different facets to a transaction.
Oh, that's what I was like. Someone asked me about buying a home, and I was like, I was lucky enough to know one, two bankers. And that was it. I let banker do banker stuff, and banker stuff happened to come around. Never knew a real
Well,
estate person directly. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I just find the struggle when I hear real estate people arguing about certain things. I'm like, are they arguing because somebody else outsold the house, or was the house up for? Like, are we like Americans? Are they really pooling for houses in certain, like, does your team have to be like, oh, there's only 50 houses left in the city. We got to at least take 10 of those. Are you guys like that? Or is it like the city's like, here's the 50 houses and we want like 2% back from you guys?
oh, you're talking about real estate agents that work with developers?
Oh,
Is that what you're talking about? Developers and
I just
pre-construction?
wasn't
I
sure.
don't work, I don't do
Re-
pre-construction. I do resale.
Ooh. So there's all different levels of this thing called this real estate thing.
Yeah,
Pre-sale.
so usually, yeah, there's usually a certain set of realtors or a brokerage that will have specific deals with developers. So
Yeah.
TFN Realty is a big one. They have like a lot of the condo developments.
Okay, okay, okay. So
Yeah.
definitely, I have to figure out more. I got to pinpoint more questions. So I can't wait till we have another time where I get you back on the show where I can ask you more questions about real estate. Because like my brain is not there 100% to be like stuck and focused and pinpoint on it. So I'm more on the tip of just showing my blue motherfucking Monday fans that yes, I have a friend who does real estate and she's very good at what she does, and she also happens to write books. So, would
Hold
you
on. Can I say one thing?
go ahead?
So just for the listeners. So I just wanted to point out the fact that my team, we actually don't just do Canada. We have
Mm,
realtors in Alabama as well,
okay,
Nashville, Tennessee, in
okay,
Florida, California. So
yeah,
if you don't want to invest here in Canada, where the average house price is $1 million, you
yep.
can purchase a duplex, for example, in Mississippi for like 20,000 and be renting the 2 units out for positive cash flow. So if anybody wants any information about that, yeah, hit me up.
Well, trust me on it. That. I am going to make sure when the re-edits go up, everything's nice on this side. Trust me on it.
Okay.
We'll be able to promote this proper. So we know my guess is international.
Yeah.
Definitely gets that international thumbs up. See, thank you very much. So, since you said the book, because you're working on number three, or is number three completed and we're just waiting for it to hit the bookshelf?
So
Nah.
it's my third publication, but it's
Yeah,
book number two of the Story of a Prison Wife series.
okay.
Yeah,
So
the second book I published was my anthology, which is just, some spoken word poetry, some journal entries, things like that, my reflections.
I didn't get to read the second one yet. Yeah,
I gotta get you a copy.
I ain't gonna front. I didn't get to read the second one yet, but the quickness of my old school self on the first one, I want to do like have you in, sit down, and you read the book to people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Coming
Lord,
out of your,
why? What would be the
you know what I
reason
mean?
for that?
But I see that. Hey, listen. Like I said, I would like to work with it on that vibe because there's nobody talking for the prisoners. August comes around every August, and everybody's quick to be shaking up their rum for Caravana and talking
Hmm.
this, talking that, and then people that are locked up currently
Hmm.
ain't getting no love, and when they starving on the 10th and the 11th, no one says anything. So I always want to make sure I keep it up and keep it a buck with those. You know what I mean? And they ain't forgotten. So when I see that
You
there's
know what though? Can I say something? Because
please,
a lot of the guys inside don't even fast or hunger strike anymore too, right?
yeah, I know the switch came early.
Yeah.
I know the switch came early,
So it's
but
like, we have to support our loved ones inside.
yes, we do. But the problem with the, you know what? I wish my lawyer friend was here to talk, because my lawyer friend, he always has this beautiful answers and analogies for like our mistakes and stuff, because he doesn't want to say the system doesn't work. And I'm the type of person that preaches the system doesn't work. So it's time to actually put people in there to make it
I
work.
mean, it works the way it was intended to work, the way they set it up to work.
Oh, it's not our system, so what can I say?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was taught, if you build it, they will come. I never thought that you would just grab them and and say, yeah, this is what you're gonna do, and then you wonder
Mhm.
why it gets worse every year and why they go in and come out and they get worse. But that's a whole different story. That's details into a other topic. You as
Yeah,
my
exactly.
person on my guest here, let's ask some weird questions, because my fans are always quirked on that. What's your morning routine like?
My morning routine. Oh my God.
Yeah, are
Okay,
you like a
so
cup of tea type of person, a coffee person? Are you a smoothie and a milkshake type person? You know what I mean? I used to be
I'm
a big
a
breakfast
I'm a
motherfucker.
nothing in the morning type of person. You know why? Because my life revolves around caretaking for everybody else. My
Oh,
mother, yeah, she hasn't walked in over a year. So immediately I have to get up, make sure she has breakfast, make sure my uncle has breakfast, get
okay.
Jaleel off to school, and then I'm trying to answer messages, emails, all of that. So I really don't eat or do anything for myself other than a shower when I come back from dropping Jaleel until 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh man. Well, I
Yeah,
can tell you, you'll be blessed for the good things you're doing for the folks, the elder folks there. That's a beautiful thing. So,
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. You'll
You
be
know, our parents took care of us when we're young,
exactly.
and we have to do the same when, they age. So
I team
I
agree
do it
with you.
gladly.
I team agree with you on that, because I find it more organic when I know the person is actually grinding and they're using their grinding funds to do stuff like that, compared to some of these folks that I know who can afford to take care of like 20 households.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's sitting here looking at the world like, wow, and you wonder what's wrong with the world, really. So here's another random question. How do you feel about Carney asking the civilians for money?
I think that's absolutely ridiculous because I think we pay taxes through our
We
pujas
pay like
already. So
54% taxes across the board of Canada. Like, that's scary. Some places even pay like 64. So
is it that much?
yo, we pay
I didn't
more than
realize it was that much.
50% in taxes. Like, that's ridiculous. 54% is ridiculous.
It is. It is. I came across this Instagram video the other day of a business owner in
Yeah.
Toronto. I'll send it to you later. And he does well off, and he was just talking about how he owes the government of Canada $160,000 in 1 year's worth of back taxes. He ended up bringing his sister and his kids here. She had everything taken care of, and she's like, "F it, I'm going
Yeah.
back. I can't stay in Canada." There's a lot of people who have left. I believe, what was it, in 2023? There was 650,000 people who left Canada permanently.
Ah, I heard about that. I thought that was a rumor.
Yeah,
That's really true. That's just
it was true. Yeah.
wow.
There's a lot of people who are just trying to get out of here because it's survivable, but is it sustainable long term? It's not.
I don't think
Even
anything.
myself, like we're living, just literally day to day. It's hard.
Fuck Carney. Listen, listen. I'm not down to help the same system drown my people.
That
No,
part.
no, no, no,
Thank
no, no,
you.
no, 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 no. Listen, listen, listen. To my guest just gave us a gem, and she's I agree with her. But I don't know if she agrees with me with the whole fuck Carney part, because to me, like I said, the guy's a banker. He's not a leader. That's an official thing. Now, if you want to say, hey guest, if you want to say to the world that, hey, politics is not what we're about right now, I'm cool with you too on it.
Yeah, I don't get involved in
Okay, so we're
politics, but
getting
I
out of this
mean, I can
politics
hold a
conversation right quick.
conversation.
So if there
Yeah.
was any sports teams out there for you right now, what would be the sports team we would find? Are you a Leaf person? Are you a Raptors person? Are you a Blue Jays person?
Oh man.
Toronto FC.
Honestly,
Toronto FC.
okay, so I don't watch sports, but my boys, IG is heavily into soccer,
Okay.
or I should say the real football.
Real football.
And then
Back,
Jaleel,
back, back, back.
he's a baller,
Big
right?
facts.
If I was to watch a game, like go in person, I would go to a soccer game any day over anything.
Okay.
Just the energy. I remember I took the boys when they were younger to the Brazil versus Chile
Oh
friendly in
yeah, yeah,
Toronto.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, the energy was
Different as soccer
crazy.
game. I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Soccer game energy is way different. But I agree. I
absolutely.
agree. If there was a game I would say myself to go to, it'd just be the other football game. No matter if it's Canadian or if it's NFL. It just yeah. Oh
Really? I can't watch people hurt themselves. I can't.
my.
It hurts my soul.
You have a great heart.
I do.
You do have a great heart. You do. You do. You know, somebody told me one time when I came off a stage from rapping one time, they're like, "Wow, man, I could never do that." Da, da, da. And I looked them in the face. I said, "There's two harder jobs than being a rapper." And the person was like, "What do you mean jobs?" I'm like, "Well, there is the eternal jobs of being mommy and daddy. Those are eternal. There's nothing you ever sooner or later
Mhm.
you'll evolve into that. But take those out of the equation for
Right.
now. Two harder jobs: comedian and model.
Hmm.
100%. And I tell you why.
Yeah.
A good comedian, right, can get that rock star treatment. Good comedian. Bad
Hmm.
comedian is like your typical local rapper in your neighborhood. 100%. Feels like they're a celebrity, but they're not really a celebrity. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, models, they don't get to make any decisions, just like rappers. They don't. Only
All
time
the
rappers get
decisions
a
are
real
made for
decision is
them.
when they're writing the song.
Did you get a chance to catch up or hear anything about the America's Next Top Model documentary with Tyra on Netflix?
I can't wait to hear how that's gonna go down.
Oh
Because the
boy,
model industry is
I never
crazy.
knew. I never knew that all that shit happened.
The
I'm not gonna
model
say
industry
anything. You need to
crazy.
watch it.
But hey, we all know it's all built off of the same broken system. I was just saying
Yeah.
earlier before we got into this thing with me and with Toronto that us our politicians are twined up now where it's like if we can't even trust the people that we voted in for, like what are we gonna do? Like, are we still gonna keep going about it the same way? Are we gonna keep marching to the same tune, or are we gonna put some foundation blocks and pray that the next generation of kids make better decisions?
I was just gonna say, but that's up to us to make sure that we lead in a way that they make better decisions, right? Scripture tells us, like, lead him in the way he should walk, and he won't stray from it.
I agree.
So, not to sound preachy, but I am a believer,
No, that's not
right?
preachy.
I believe in God.
That's not preachy at all. It's very profound. People don't really look at the simple things in life and not and I hate to say when you don't you when you lose being able to walk, that shouldn't be the time where you start appreciating the guy who's at the corner store and the gas station guy and the person who's running up and down and chasing pizza deliveries. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
not the time. Like
Yeah.
there was some point in time I believe God did show you that hey, you were supposed to change your ways. This is a decision time, and now that time up. You know what I mean?
It's funny you mentioned that because I posted something on my social media that actually talks exactly about
Oh
that.
yeah,
Not waiting till it's too late.
yeah. Dude, listen. I'm only bringing it up because I want you as my guest to feel like you can come back on my platform anytime. Tap in. You know what I mean? I don't want you to
Yeah.
feel like you can't come back on my show after this one. I see a lot of these guys do this when it comes to to the female guests on their programs, and maybe because they don't have a female as another host beside them or something. I feel like y'all females get the shortest stick on everything, and yeah,
Really?
I feel like that. Like it wasn't until I seen like an artist like Villa. I'll bring up Century also, and another one, Sage the Goddess. these type of artists now that are
Hmm.
now is looking at it like, yo, the independent route may be the better route. At least
Absolutely.
maybe if you can get the right backative, it can be bigger than what it's going to be. But I believe that these are the type of women that are now going up against the big pit bulls in the game now. And instead of them getting
Mhm.
that, hey, pit bulls getting an hour on stage, at least give them 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Instead of us, the city, fighting for them to get that 20 minutes, we're bitching about 10 minutes that we want. Like, I don't understand. And we
Right.
didn't earn what they got.
Right.
We ain't putting in that footstep to get where they're at. And that's where I look at stuff kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you hear about the Junos letting in this year their first Latin categories going to be showing up in the Junos this year? Did you happen to hear that?
I didn't,
Oh,
but it's about
yeah.
time.
Yeah, 100%. So
I mean, and when did they make reggae and dancehall one of the categories? That's
they
just a few
they
years ago,
they
no?
they
If I'm not
they
mistaken.
have made reggae. Hold on, let me explain this. R&B, reggae, gospel, yeah, and Latin's now officially in. The others that I brought up, soca, reggae, dancehall, all this stuff has been rotated through this award system with different names over the last 20
Hold on a
years.
second.
And
I have a
how's
question.
that?
Do they have a category for indigenous
They
artists?
should have one, but they don't. They allow the indigenous to have their own indigenous awards. The problem is they force them not to combine, if you know what I mean, like east to
Yeah.
west. They don't let them do that, but they'll let them all have individuals. Weird as that may seem, but I agree with you on that one too.
So did the Junos just include the Latin category after the whole Super Bowl?
Nah, it was there sometime before the whole
Okay.
announcement for it. But talking about the Super Bowl, you know, Uncle Bino and only Uncle Bino is going to say this out loud. Sean Paul for Super Bowl next year. Sean Paul for Super Bowl next year. Come on, everybody. Sean Paul for the Super Bowl next year. If we can have an all Spanish, we can have an all patois.
That's true. Actually, all Caribbean, like not just Sean Paul,
Hey,
like
Sean Paul's
multiple
worked with
island
Beyonce. The
artists.
Sean Paul's worked with he's worked with so many people.
Yeah.
Just putting them up there to do the half, to do the what do you call it, the halftime show. That'd be super dope. I don't think it would be as big as Michael, and it may not be as controversial as Bad Bunny's, but yo, why not? Why
Bad
not?
Bunny did that though. He really did that. There's a lot of people who really felt represented from his performance. He did
I
good.
think at the end of the day, if you can get an island that has less than 12,000 people have their flag in your performance at the Super Bowl, Bad Bunny's doing a good thing no matter what bad he's doing, really and truthfully. Like,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Like, whoever did that choreographing setup for him, he needs to give them a
Hmm.
bag. He does.
They probably already have
Yeah,
it.
he has to give them a bag because regardless of what he paid them before it, the Super Bowl this year is going to be talked about up there with Michael and Whitney for a while now, man. I don't think anybody else is really going to get that type of love. Like,
Absolutely.
and I'm a
Yeah.
Canadian, so for all my American viewers, y'all know Whitney killed it, and she's like, come on, go ahead, come on, Michael, Whitney, like. There's like I want you tell me the West Coast did something that really Michael and Whitney didn't crush. Michael and Whitney crushed it.
No, there can never be any better than Michael. I'm sorry.
I mean, like he killed it. And kudos to Living
Yeah.
Colors, because if it wasn't for Living Colors, we wouldn't have dope halftime shows now. Yeah,
Mhm.
man, that's some history buffing that a long time I didn't realize. I didn't even realize at the time of my life when I'm watching Michael Jackson whoop that ass is only because the year before and Living Colors was killing it. but it made sense. This is what. Hey, talking about that, how do you feel as a real estate person when you see other real estate people on commercials and those infomercials? Do you feel like that's where I'm going to be, or I'm going to do a better commercial? Or
Um, I don't really have a competitive nature in that aspect. I just do my own thing. When I see, fellow realtors doing their thing, I feel I'm happy for
okay,
them.
cool.
Do I want to compare myself? No,
Oh,
I don't.
okay, okay, okay. Because you know, I always wondered that when I see like the doctors, the quick fix it guys, or the people that are like, I'm selling the best ad machine. I'm like, what happens when those guys get caught when they see another ad machine company goes down? And then real estate
Yeah,
people, couple folks that see some dope commercials, and then, like I never realized they were real estate people till I saw the Remax part pop up. Yeah. Uh,
right.
Oh,
No, what we do, like I said, our
yeah.
team, we're all over the
Yeah.
place. So that's kind of where we specialize. We also specialize in investment
Hell
realties.
yeah.
So if we have a person, like I said, if we have a person here in the GTA who can't afford an investment property in the GTA, let's look elsewhere. We'll break the numbers down for you. We'll make sure that property cash flows for you. That's really our specific. For me, I want to help single mothers and families of incarcerated
Good.
people as well get into home ownership.
Okay.
There needs to be more people in home ownership.
We had King Spade on the show podcast. We had him back a while ago now, and he was bringing up close to what you're saying about the home ownership part, or just ownership period. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. If you and you know what? It's also about people coming together. So say for example, you have 20 grand. Your friend has 10. Another friend has another
Yeah.
15. Why can't everybody form an investment group together? You guys come together and purchase an investment property, and based on what you guys invested, those are the shares that you own in that investment property. Couple years later, take money out of that property, take some of that money out of the equity and purchase another one. And rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
That's what I want to help people see. Like it's actually very doable. We
It
don't
is
have to
doable, but
go
it's
at this
hard to
alone.
do with people. It's doable.
Well, that's where black and white
It's
and
doable.
trust
It's
agreements
doable.
come into play
It is.
because you can't argue with a legal
That is
document.
right. It's doable.
Yeah.
I'm there with you. I'm there with you with the doables, man. Like I've always been a person of action. Like I rarely do the whole paperwork part, but when I find that you can get a good combination of people who can do the practical and then the people who can actually put the theory and then you got the people who can do the logistics, why not?
There you go. And that's where our team
You know what I mean?
comes
Like,
into play because we're realtors, we have a mortgage broker, we have a lawyer on our
yeah,
team, we have an investment specialist. We're all one
yeah,
team. So when you come to one of us, you
all of
get
us.
all of
Yeah, that's
us.
beautiful, man. That's huge. Cause like I think at the end of the day right now, man, the independency that we used to have, we're not getting it no more. And everything's being recycled, like Toronto always says. It's always
Hmm.
recycled this, recycled that. And to me, I just want to break the system. I really want to break it just to see what happens after I break it. Because they say there's going to be chaos. And I'm like, these kids, they're really passive. They're
Hmm.
not as aggressive as us 90s and 80s and
Yes,
70s.
exactly. Yeah.
These kids are like, no racism does not exist. Swipe left, swipe right. What are you talking about? Are you dumb? Like,
Uh,
what is it? What's up, unks? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what? You're 25. You're a
but
dinosaur. You're
again,
four.
that's people in our generation's fault for raising them like that. Right? Like my kids, you can't nobody can tell me my kids are not woke. Nobody
Man,
can tell me my kids don't know what's going on.
well, that's not. I look. I think of it this way, Arthur. When the cradle expands, you know, by fluke, you are an apple tree, and then all of a sudden,
Mhm.
now the apple tree turned into an orange and grapes, and then you got pineapples and bananas, and you got whatever that whole thing of great, that whole co-cooperary thingamajig going on. what I've come to realize is there's more people scared to be like, "Hey, can I have a grape?" than people to be like, "Yo, I'm hungry." So I'm just bringing this up is because I feel like if we took more risk openly, things would be dope. But I never see that no more because everything that's invented is black, and none of the black people getting anything for it. So it's like the system sucks.
Mm,
You know what I
right,
mean? Like that's the thing that I'm looking at life now. It's like we all know the truth, but nothing's gonna change.
right.
And if you go to a financial person, they're going to tell you, we need debt to live.
Hmm.
And look, 2026 came along. AI's wiped out accountants. AI is wiping out like everything. All
Right.
jobs are being taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we legitimately built something to replace us and being sold on an idea that it's convenient. And I'm scared. The fact that you still have a good team, the word team in the work field. That's dope, man. Salute to you on that, man.
But
I'm
see,
like best to you on that.
that's why we also need to pivot, right? So when I talk about co-ownership when it comes to housing, yeah,
Yeah,
if one or two people
100%.
can't own a house anymore, get five or six involved. Look at
Might
what
as
the
well.
Indian community did, okay? People
Oh
always
yeah,
want to say, oh yeah, there's Indian people, they all live together. No, they're smart and they're strategic because
very.
they all move in together, they all combine income,
Yep,
and then they all build together and build success and build generational wealth.
yep. That's why they can
What
all build
everybody else needs to do.
it. But you see, we need more people like yourself to open up the eyes to people and tell them to look beyond the fucking book cover, man. Like actually take a fucking gander before you make a fucking judgment. Because I run into that back in the '90s, and I thought it was a joke. I always thought it was a joke, but money
Right.
stocks, bullshit walks, and fuck. Now I see these kids now, and I'm like, wow, they are so wimpy. They are so soft. If something was bound to happen, they wouldn't even realize. They wouldn't have a clue. And the kids that are aware, like your children, my nieces and nephews, I'm not really worried for them. I'm scared that they'll get caught up trying to help somebody that doesn't want to accept the truth.
Mm.
That's what I'm more concerned about. And that's how I'm trying to figure out ways of wording it to them now so they understand.
How
Like,
old are your kids?
oh man, I got me a one that's soon gonna be 30 just now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. My oldest is 26.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would have never thought.
yeah, man. My oldest is 26. My youngest is 3. So yeah, I'm in a
So what do you
weird.
mean? Like you just have to
Hey,
have
grandpa.
open
I've been a
conversations with them.
grandpa 3 years
You're a
deep right now,
grandpa
man.
already,
I'm good,
brother?
man.
You're a grandpa already?
Yeah, man. I'm grandpa
Okay.
already, brother. And
See?
these gray hairs are well worth them.
Okay. Don't know.
Straight. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
Yeah, man. Straight. Like when people are like, "Oh, you're too old to be doing this. I'm too old." I survived. Nobody tell me shit. I feel like them war
Listen, there's
vets.
no such
I
thing as
fucking
too
survived.
old for anything. Okay.
You can't tell me
The
that.
average business, the average entrepreneur doesn't actually start their first viable or successful business until their early 40s. The average
Yeah,
person doesn't
that's what
become
I
a
heard.
millionaire until they're 45, 46.
Thank
So
you.
what do you mean? There's never who was it that started acting really late? It was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
Vera
yeah.
Wang started making wedding dresses into her 40s, and she's the
Yep,
most
yep.
what successful wedding dress.
Harrison
Um,
Ford.
Harrison Ford, that's
thank
right.
you.
Harrison
Tell you
Ford. Big up
what,
kudos to
listen,
that guy.
I'm
Morgan.
40, turning
Yeah,
41, and I'm so grateful for everything I've been through. Although followed by a
yeah.
lot of trauma,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
where
lie.
I'm supposed to be, and I'm going to impact who I'm going to impact. And you need to have the same mindset.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My 40th birthday, I got treated like a king, and I have not gone back since. Like 6 years ago now, yo. Like I mean 26 just now. So like I haven't gone back. I got treated like a king for the first time in like 35 plus years. Like it was the birthday of of I would say my own kingship. You know what I mean? And it took me a minute to actually sit there and revel in it and be like, wow, this is what I need now. Now my old ass will walk up, and when somebody's like, hey young man, you can get up for me. I look at them and be, my old ass don't have to get up. But because I'm that guy, I'm gonna get up for you. You see what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
before I wouldn't talk. I would just jump up real quick. Here, old lady, here you go. No problem. Holding doors open and shit feels better because now when I do it and you be all mean and rude and snooty booty with it, I'm that mean one. I'm that one be like, I should have let the door slam and hit your ass.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
I'm one of those Canadians, yeah. What do you mean? I'm paying you for my coffee and you want me to say thank you? Who's serving who here? Like,
Oh my goodness.
I'm one of those. I ain't fronting. I ain't fronting. I
I
ain't
can't
gonna
agree
front.
with that. I cannot agree with that. Humility goes a long way.
Look, when you're 40 years old,
I am
after
40 years old.
listen, when you're 40 years old, people need to give you your respect. Fuck your flowers. They just need to give you your respect. It goes a long way. It's like when y'all ladies get complimented about something that you didn't think you would get complimented about. It goes all day. It does. For us men, till we hit 40, we don't know about this feeling. We don't understand this king feeling. We talk a good game, we act a good game, we follow, we follow, we follow.
Hmm.
But when we hit 40 and the bones and the godly energy says, yes, you're a little bit older, you got a 1-2 gray hair. Let me show you what you really need to understand. That's it. There's no going back. Decisions are made, results get done. It's
I agree. But
like
I don't agree with you not saying thank you when somebody hands you a coffee.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I say thank you for almost everything. I'm a typical Canadian. Trust me.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just saying. When you're younger than fucking 40, you're not doing it because it's in you. It's like follow the leader. You know what I'm saying? Every
Oh, well
kid
then
goes
then
through
you
it.
have to do some soul searching because I
But
do it
hold
because it's
on.
just in me.
But hold on a second. I'm not saying everybody's the exact same. Some people had a rough upbringing and they turned out a better life. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
like you just said, Samuel L. Jackson started very late. Harrison Ford started very late, but two separate upbringings, two
Yes.
different struggles. That's all I'm saying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I want to respect all of it. I want all the pain from the hard one, and I want all the pain from the light one. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because everybody fights a different struggle. Like intelligent women go through this all the time in the work field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give Bill a raise because he's been working here 17 years and he happens to be my best friend. When Wilma over there has been here for 3 years and she's made us a couple billions of dollars, I'm gonna give Wilma a raise. I don't care what the man says. I mean, 7 years, 20 years, 60 years deep. You know what I mean? When Wilma's great job is giving us all extra boats and cottages and extra Ferraris to drive, don't think he's gonna complain.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what happens is a lot of men, especially younger men, they get they get into their feelings over the aesthetics.
Hmm.
Yeah, because once they really sit back and they peel back the layers, they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wilma was the better bet, yo. We're going global in 4 years, yo. We're good. It is what it is. But I don't know, man. I think this system is just built on this old guard. Like, I have to leave it for my son, and my son has to leave it for his son, and his son has to leave it for his son. And then you find out one of those sons ain't trying to have any kids. So
Yeah.
if I'm the original idea and I want to leave it for my lineage, I'm honored if they pick it up because there's a lot of people I know right now. They ain't fucking with their parents' money. They struggling. Their parents got their money to be yeah, yeah, I'll fix that in a heartbeat. I'm not gonna say lower themselves because that's your parents, man. Fuck, if you're a kid, you should be able to ask your parents for anything. But I love the fact that you know that extra pep in their step when they walk around. I kind of like
Hmm.
that vibe. And I like that energy because it's like, I went out in the wilderness and I earned my survival. I got this. I earned it. I got
Mhm.
this battle scar. I earned it. Compared to, I got scarred by accident. I didn't know no better. Somebody had to pick me up. So let me get into my speed round with you. How about this? Let me get in
What's
my
a
speed
speed
round.
round?
So let me explain the speed round real quick with you. It's a couple of questions I ask. I don't think there's no more than 10, sometimes 8. But the speed rounds like this. I'm gonna ask a couple questions. It's A, B, or C. C. So, like for instance, a word like fine cuisine. I don't mean fine cuisine as in pasta cazzola or whatever. I mean fine cuisine as in it's your choice directly, whatever it is. If it's your favorite food, popcorn, or if it's something else, you know what I mean? It's your choice. So I usually leave those for the C's because the questions are not big questions; they're just questions. The hardest question is the very last question. I ain't gonna lie, and that's the boss fight question. So I can
Okay.
explain that to you a little bit more clear. The boss fight question basically is built for those. It's for those folks that like if you have something to do. Are you the type of person I want to get it done as soon as the sun cracks? As soon as you get up, I want to get it done and knocked out the way. So you're gonna go fight that problem, or you're the type of boss where you can kick up your feet and relax your feet and party on down. You know what I mean? And when you get up, you'll handle it. You know what I mean? So that's the type of boss I could sleep in, get up in the late evening, not the afternoon, but the late evening. People who get up at like 5:30 in the afternoon, them type of vibe. So boss fight, that's the very last question. You don't have to answer that right now
Okay.
because I'm gonna introduce this speed round right now. So down to earth entertain. I'm all cobbled up right now. This is Blue Motherfucking Monday. It's your boy D2E Thursday. We're about to do the speed round with Chrissy.
Yes.
So, are you an A, cat person, B, dog person, C, other?
Okay, I'm gonna say B and other because I love all animals, but B. I prefer dogs over cats.
There's no prefer. You could have just said other. I like that anyways. I'm a dog person. Let's go. Next question. When it comes to like mode of transportation for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you a flight type of person? You jumping on planes? B, the long drive is okay, or C, other?
Ah, okay. Right now I'm B, but I want to be A.
We're just gonna put you as A,
Good.
okay? We're gonna put you as
Yeah.
A.
All
You
right.
like to fly, okay? We're definitely putting you as an A. All right. Next question. If your friends called and caught you randomly, can they A, get you to go to the barbecue, B, stay home, or C, hit the club?
Stay home.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with that. Hey, sometimes sleep is better than going out.
Absolutely.
Trust. Sometimes it works out. All right. Now, this is for the manual transportation question now, the physical transportation. If you had a choice of this type of transportation, would it be a skateboard, B, a BMX bike, or C, rollerblades, skate, or roller skates, either or?
Um, a bike. I'll do BMX.
Okay, the
B.
BMX. Okay, classics. Same here. All right. Well, this is the question for the fans who happen to be of the other sex and the other genre, and they happen to be wondering how they can get a conversation with you in an easy approach. So I got to ask this question. Are you A, dating, B, single, or C, married?
I am B.
Okay. Now,
Mhm.
also, if that same opposite gender happened to come across and was like, I think she could be parched. Okay. Are they bringing you A, alcohol, B, water?
Water.
Okay, proper things, proper things, proper things, proper things. Now we gotta ask about the eating right now. So if that same person was like, "Oh my God, I think she could be hungry. Let me see. Let me bring her favorite thing. Is it A, healthy food, B, food, cuisine because he happens to know or he or she happens to know what you really, really like no matter what?"
Fine cuisine,
Okay.
lake house out in St. Catharines. They have a phenomenal pecan encrusted salmon.
Ha!
Oh my god,
There we go. There we
so
go.
good.
Here's the final question of the speed round. We got to find out if Chrissy's going to be about this boss fight. So, boss fight's coming up, Chrissy. What's going on? Are you boss fighting it or are you sleeping in?
I'm boss fighting.
Hey, she's scrapping it out. Now that's our official speed round with my guest Chrissy, who happens to be an author, folks, and a real estate person. All right, all right, all right. The name of her book is Stories of a Prisoner's Wife.
Oh, the story of a prison
Sorry,
wife.
my apologies. My apologies. We are live. My apologies. But yes, the stories of a prisoner's wife.
No, the story of a prison wife. The prisoner's wife is a different book, and that's from an author in New York. So we can't mix the two.
Wow. See, this is why
Yes.
I'm glad I'm just the host, and I gotta.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. What do you mean? Yo, don't apologize. It's all good. It's that Toronto energy, baby. So, since we're talking about Toronto energy, and we do know you got a little bit of soul in the music there. How do you feel about this
Mhm.
younger, under 25 generation of music kids? Do you think we got some gems in there? You think we got some Jodeci in there? We got Bobby Brown up in there. You think we got any of those little gems?
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
glad
I
to
just
hear
think
that.
the music people have definitely made a shift. I think there's a lot more people doing R&B
Okay.
and soul and neo soul now.
Okay.
Yeah, they just need to pursue it harder. I think people are definitely, fed up of a certain vibe. We want something
I
different
agree
from
with you because
everybody.
how about this? Can we agree or disagree about trap R&B? Like I don't understand what trap R&B is. I just don't get it. Like
Yeah.
I understand an R&B thug. I get that. I get that R&B gangster, but I don't understand this R&B trap.
I don't understand it
I don't
either.
understand.
So I'm the wrong
How
person.
are you guys talking violence in a love sense? Because that's what it feels like when I hear this R&B trap. So I didn't.
I don't agree. I don't agree with violence, being portrayed in music in any sense. Like only if like you're telling your story, right? But in order, like there's a lot of people who try to incite violence
Oh
and
yeah,
gang and gun violence in songs. Like I've lived it, like not lived the gang life, but
I know what
obviously
you mean.
I was married to a person who was heavily involved in the streets.
Yeah.
So I just having a family who suffered from
Right.
that, I just don't respect it. I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, you want to see growth too. That's what you want to see. You
Yeah,
want to see growth,
exactly.
100%. And the result of growth should give you a place for you to point your finger to somebody who's younger who wants to do music and say, "Hey, go that way.
Hmm.
These people can help you,
Exactly.
or I'll help you because I know these people." So yeah, but I've been fighting for this abdication for folks to understand that because you heard of Velvet Rose, Velvet Room, the Velvet Room, the Velvet Lounge, down on Queen
Velvet
back in the
Lounge.
day. It's been closed down recently, and I was trying to
Mhm.
explain to somebody who does hip hop that like if you're a R&B singer or if you were a rock star, punk music, maybe pop, this place would be on your tour list to hit in Toronto. You know, be up there
Mhm.
with the equivalent of the Phoenix, and it'd be up there with the government before it turned rebel, or the Docks. Maybe the Docks should bring
Right.
up, yeah, because that was legendary back in the day. We're losing out on these type of spots for our newer generation of kids. Like I try to explain to an old head too. Um, you old heads make great music that some young people, very, very, very young people, cherish, and they want to be able to be comfortable to enjoy that music. And it's like there's nowhere for them to go to enjoy it. I want to figure out ways to
Right.
open up venues and stuff like that for that. And like it shouldn't just be community centers fighting for the community. Community centers supposed to enhance the community. That's why I thought they were
Well, you know what? Maybe that's an investment opportunity that you and maybe some people around you need to look into.
really.
Pooling together resources and funds and opening up that type of spot.
I may need a liaison. If you can point me to a
Right?
liaison, then yeah, we could probably make that happen. I could talk to my people, but I ain't taking no front steps on that one right there. That sounds like yeah.
Well, I'm the realtor that can help you find a place. So just keep that in mind.
You already got a place in mind?
There's a few out there.
In Toronto?
Yeah, there's a few abandoned
Okay. You know what?
could definitely turn
We
into
will
that.
definitely get to talking off of camera. I
Mhm.
gotta be a little bit more discreet or discern. I gotta have a little more
I got
discernment
you.
because
Yeah.
I'm that Howard Stern version on this side of the channel. You know what I mean? So we did the speed round. Told folks that you were an
Mhm.
author. We told folks we had a little. I think this has been a very organic conversation. Don't you think?
It has
I
been.
think it's been a
Yeah.
very organic conversation. Um, Let me say, what is your plans for 2026? Are you trying to end it off as positive as you've been going into it? Because I didn't expect you to even have the second book ready. So like, dope, dope, huge, salute
Um,
to you.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. No, so I actually have 4 books as part of my
Yes.
series, and I want to actively kind of by the end of the year, I want to have them all at least written.
Okay.
Um, and some strategies for when I release them the following year. But
Uh
yeah, I'm actually trying to just focus on my health, mental and physical, my family, just all of us healing together, and yeah, being able to help other people in that aspect too. I want my story to impact people and change people's lives for the better. So
I
that's
hear
kind of
that.
my focus.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I totally hear that. And I think it's gonna do that. Well, not even think. I know it's gonna do it. Straight. I know. I
It really is. People have said that, they see my book as being a movie. So
that's
I'm actively trying to manifest that.
like the whole series of book, your whole book series as a movie, or just the first book as a
Yes.
movie?
No, my whole series as a movie.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
it's like a story. It's like, from your
I
trials
get
to
it.
your triumph, right?
Yeah.
The end is very triumphant. But when you look back at the past 20 years, 25 years, you realize like it took a long journey to get there, right?
Yeah. True. True.
Yeah.
True. True. Well, hard work. They say it's supposed to pay off, and
Yeah.
I'm glad it's paying off. Straight.
Thanks, man.
Maybe
Thanks.
we can get that movie idea popping. Who would you, who did you did anybody say which theater production film team you would go and you'd rock with?
Somebody said they say my movie on Lifetime. But I've never,
Mm,
reached out
okay.
or considered that. But my ultimate
Okay.
goal would be to get a Tyler Perry production.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll
Okay.
see. Or
Hmm.
who knows? I might make it big in real estate and be able to produce it on my own. Let's see.
That would even be more doper.
Right? I'll do
That
it
would
under the
be
Pivotal brand.
even more
Pivotal
doper.
Productions.
Creative control.
True that. Yeah. 100%. More creative control for real, for real.
Exactly. Keep ownership.
Well, when I said work with the studios, I wasn't trying to say that they were gonna take over your project. I was thinking, they get paid for their time, they go home, they get no rights to nothing. They're
I mean,
employees.
usually they do, though. Unfortunately, that's just how it is, right? They do
Well,
get some
we
sort of
play our
rights.
own. We need to build our own. That's all.
Exactly. Yes,
We need to
exactly.
build our own. But I'm definitely gonna have to say this has been a wonderful freaking interview. I definitely want to do it some more.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I hate
No,
to cut it so short, but
definitely want you to
Jaleel
come.
Liberty. Huh?
We definitely have to come in more and do the live, and then we do the online some more. And you know me,
Absolutely.
I want you to tap in more often.
I will, I promise. Okay, once book 2 is completely finished,
Yeah,
you
man,
know,
we'll figure out
and
something.
I
Yeah,
get the launch and everything going, yeah,
yeah.
I'll definitely come on.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, like, it'd be dope to have both you and Glows on at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Why not?
we can really dive deep into some issues, right?
Yeah, man. Let's make it happen.
Okay, I'm down.
All right. Well, I don't got nothing more to say than thank you very much. You keep doing what you're doing. Salute to you, Empress, for sure, for sure, for sure. And this is Blue Motherfucker Monday. And yo, Toronto, you know what I want to hear right now, man. Come on.
As usual, you know what I mean? We appreciate having our guests. Thank you for coming on. You know what I mean? It's been a pleasure and an honor. You know what I'm saying? Straight up goods. Please
Facts.
follow her. Please remind them where they could follow you and to get, access to the book and everything. Let them know.
My main page actually that I'm really interactive on is the story of a prison wife underscores in between each word on Instagram. So just DM me there. I try to respond as quickly as I can. I try to interact with everybody. My book is available everywhere books are sold. So that's The Story of a Prison Wife by Christina Boivin. And the second book is called Her Silence Was Loud, a prison wife's anthology, available everywhere books are sold.
Okay, and we appreciate for that information.
Thank
You
you.
done know.
Appreciate you
Thank you
guys.
for coming on, being strong. 2026, we're still in the mix. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We all about to win. YouTube, IG here. We thank you. You done know. Well, as usual, we have to end it like this. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation. What? You don't know. Thank ya.
Thanks, Chrissy.
Till next.
All right, good night.